It's that time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone, from 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA action. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. And on paper, Greg, this might seem like a potential blower, but anything can happen in this NBA.
Kevin, we see upsets happen all the time. It's what makes the sport great. You can't take any team or game for granted.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The guard pair are Henderson and Sharp. Rob Williams is out there with Denny Avdia. And it's Grant in at the 3, the small forward. Clock at 2. And that one's good. LaRavia.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Pass to Alvarado. Now, here is Chamberlain. Back to Alvarado. Over to the left wing. San Francisco passing it around. Here's George. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Caldwell Pope passes to Chamberlain. Over Williams. That misses off the backboard.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Avdia on the wing. He had 15 points last outing. Good on the triple.
You can see the work that Avdia has put into that three-point shot.
The Warriors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Yes, and a nice assist from Chamberlain.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
To the paint. It's tipped. George against Grant. George passes to Chamberlain. And it's Chamberlain finishing it off.
And that's just too easy. The size, strength, length. No way to stop Chamberlain once he gets the ball in that close.
Pass to Sharp. Avdia. The 3. The rebound by Wilt Chamberlain. It is incredible that George is playing, Brent, at such a high level after his injury history is taken into account.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, one of the more horrific injuries in terms of the way it presented itself and what we saw Paul George go through. But this guy has not missed a beat. He continues to be really the most stable part of any organization that he's joined, and he's been in a few places. That has not affected the way that he's approached the game on both ends of the floor, and is certainly still one of the top 15 players in the game.
And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. And now a look at the teams that have shot the ball the best over the course of the last month.
Well, over the last month, they've started to hit a high percentage of shots, and I think it's due primarily to great shot selection.
Here's Henderson. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
A little like Donovan Mitchell there. Henderson makes some really tough shots in traffic.
And here's George. His scoring totals are something to take note of. He's averaging over 19 points a game. Grant surveying the D. Pass to Sharp. Just 5 on the clock. They set the pick. Chamberlain with the rebound. Warriors leading by 4. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I did get a chance to catch up with the Warriors head coach. And we talked about the matchup against Scoot Anderson. He told me Scoot is an extremely talented player. He's already somebody you have to game plan for with his scoring and playmaking. This is a guy with superstar potential. The coach has a lot of respect for the skilled youngster. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Brent, with Avdia, there's a versatility to his game that not many players can claim.
Yeah, Kevin, it's a great point. He does things on both ends. Sometimes defensively it goes unnoticed, but this guy can play a lot of different positions and is very skilled. He contributes in a lot of ways to his team.
And he makes the first. And here we are, Greg, about a third of the way through the season. Is it too early to talk about MVP?
Some people debate that even before the season begins. I think we do have a front runner, but out of respect for the field, I'll keep that to myself.
Hey, Brent, what's one area where we really see these Portland Trailblazers excelling?
Well, they're great on the offensive glass. They have presence on the inside. They have a ton of focus on just collecting rebounds. So great at retrieving those misses.
Chamberlain with a screen on Sharp. Caldwell Pope. And it's Chamberlain finishing it off.
And I'll tell you, the combination of agility, wingspan, and stamina, very difficult to keep Wilt from scoring off those misses.
Pass to Sharp. Chamberlain against Williams. Grant outside. Now Avdia. It's good from long range. Avdia's got 8 points.
Calling for the ball and then delivering. Nice shot by Avdia.
Caldwell Pope outside. Pass to Chamberlain. And a deep three from George. They get it again. Outside for Caldwell Pope. San Francisco passing it around. Alvarado passes to Chamberlain. Over Williams. Chamberlain with the basket. 6 points for him. For the Warriors, they won their last contest, that game against Milwaukee.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
Yeah, they sapped the energy right out of the building in that one. They just were knocking down threes, and it was deflating both for the team and the crowd.
And the Warriors making a change here. Ball's checked in, and the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Simons, he's checked in for Jeremy Grant. Outside, Avdia. It's Williams, high post. And then Williams slams it in.
The Time Lord rising up.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Ball. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Bucks in Milwaukee. Pass to Chamberlain. Caldwell Pope kicks to Ball. Here's Chamberlain. Portland grabs the miss. Last time they met was in Portland this season.
Yeah, they were just wrecked last time they faced this team, and a lot of it was their own undoing.
Yeah, those turnovers were inexcusable. So many of their possessions ended with them giving the ball away. It's one thing to make passes, but you need to pass to your own team, not the other one.
Chamberlain with a screen on Simon. And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
Like when Caldwell Pope gets on a roll with his offense, he knows when to take the shot.
Henderson dishes to Williams. Chamberlain with the rebound. San Francisco leading by 3. Pass to Mobo. Back to Ball. Right side George. High post try. Third time is not the charm. 0 for 3 from the floor so far. Outside Simons. Williams sets a screen for Simons. And Ball comes to help. Pass to Avdia. 4 on the clock. Back to Williams. That one drops for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
And that contact not shaking Robert Williams up much. He really commits to his selections in the paint.
Ball, the pass to George. Buries it from three-point range. And the Warriors lead by 4.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
And it's Simons missing. Looking at Portland, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Magic. Mobo can't hit.
Well, he creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor. As a big, once you get positioned inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards.
And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
Yeah, off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
Trailblazers trail by 6. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Ball dishes to Chamberlain. They double-team Chamberlain, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
How about the body control and just the sheer athletic prowess of Chamberlain on that one?
Outside, Avdia to end the run, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Now a chance to see the numbers for George. He's been on a remarkable tear this past month, putting up about 22 points per 4 rebounds and 3 assists. And he really anchors them defensively with that tenacious play on that side of the ball.
He loves to get up into the uniform of his opposition and make you work for everything that you get offensively.
Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for San Francisco. Buddy Hield comes in for Caldwell Pope.
Denny Avdia has a ton of versatility, and the coaches encourage him to explore. And this guy can make an impact both on and off the ball.
Hield with a screen on Simons. Ball kicks to Barnes. Pass to Mobo. On the wing, Hield. And here's Chamberlain. He's covered by Ayton. Ball with the bucket.
And boy, have they come out strong, really pounding the offensive board for second chance points.
Simons, the pass to Ayton. Now, here's Avdia. Not a lot of room. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Klay Thompson.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for San Francisco. 7-point differential. Chamberlain with a screen on Simon. Ball, the pass to Chamberlain. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Chamberlain with the block.
And the quickness off the floor, the insane reach. Wilt, one of the greatest shot blockers you'll ever see.
Ball against Simon. Here's Chamberlain. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Chamberlain got 10.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Grant sets a screen for Simon. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Well, Simons loves to take threes. He's dependable from there.
Ball surveying the defense. A 3 from Barnes. Avdia with the rebound. Trailblazers trail by 6. Grant gets a wide-open look. And again, it's Portland with the 3.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
San Francisco has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Chamberlain kicks to Ball. Chamberlain with a screen on Simon. And stolen by Ayton. Ball against Simon. And the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
And Simon's doing a good job operating and getting to his spot in the mid-range.
Ball against Simon. A 3 from Barnes. Shot clock reset for San Francisco. Here's Chamberlain. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. 12 points for him.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Outside, Simons. From downtown, Warriors with the rebound. Chamberlain got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And stolen by Simons. Grant outside to the inside. Avdia against Barnes. Outside, Simons. From the top of the key, and he nails the jumper. Simons has got 7.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Here's Mobo. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Warriors lead by 1. And will return shortly. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And what do you guys think about San Francisco so far in this one?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
So much unselfish play out there. The coaching staff has to be thrilled with that.
On the court right now for the Trailblazers, we've got Jabari Walker. He's out there with Jeremy Grant. Anthony Simons out there with Ayton. And it's Kamare in at the 2-guard spot.
First team foul. Into the lineup for the Trailblazers. Number 5.
On defense, the Warriors. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And it's Simons missing.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Portland's gotten fewer than half of their 3-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. And the NBA is truly an international league. I mean, look no further than DeAndre Ayton, hailing from the Bahamas.
Well, you love that him and Buddy Hield carrying the torch for their home country. Ayton is actually the second first overall pick from the Bahamas, the first one being the great Michael Thompson.
And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Blazers.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
Well, they've done a great job tonight of getting out in transition, so that focus on fast break will add to your total in a hurry.
Here's Grant. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Looking ahead to their next in playing at New Orleans, they'll match up against the Pelicans. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, the Blazers are in the midst of a rebuild. Coach Chauncey Billups said it's been a tough couple of years. I'm just here every day grinding through it, helping my guys the best I can. I'm ready for that challenge and that pressure to go out and compete with these best teams. In the NBA, Kevin, this sort of thing takes time.
A lot of time, but the West is tough, David. Thank you. Here's Grant. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. That one, no good. And here comes the break. Here's Barnes, and it's Barnes slamming it down.
Yeah, Barnes making that dunk look really easy.
Trailblazers trail by 6. Pass to Ayton. Ball against Simon. Shoots over Ball. And he can't bank that one in.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
Thompson left side. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
Hard to predict when great shooters are using a screen. That time Klay Thompson did a great job of finding the open space.
And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. He wants to talk to his guys. Analytics or the eye test? The optics or the numbers in front, Greg? When you're judging the performance of a player, what kind of criteria do you use?
Well, an MVP candidate recently said, my eye test tells me this guy's a terrible defender, but the analytics tell me he's a great defender. I'm confused, and I often feel the same way.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Poke loose, stolen by Ball. And now Ball pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
He was hungry right there. As soon as he got the steal, he was off to the races.
And here are the Trailblazers now, trailing by 10. Last game matched up with the Magic. Tough loss there.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys are defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Yeah, they couldn't do it in that one. Always a step slow in closing out the shooters, and maybe even recognition of who was on the floor. Just not enough energy, and that's a tough way to win on the road.
Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Now, here's Ball. He has 6. Thompson passes to Chamberlain. And Chamberlain with the stuff.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
Grant with the ball. He's got 5. Driving the lane over Barnes. No good from Grant.
This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
Good work there as it goes. And now an 11-point San Francisco lead.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Grant sets a screen for Simons. Gets the 14-footer to fall. Simons has got 9.
You've got to keep track of Simons all over the floor. Give him an inch of space and he'll burn you.
Pass to Thompson. Back to Ball. Now Thompson. He's got 5. Barnes with it. He's covered by Grant. Shot clock at 5. Ball, the pass to Chamberlain. Goes up on the wing. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Simons with the ball. And shot on the way. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Thompson with it. Now guarded by Ayton. Simons against Ball. San Francisco passing it around. Thompson outside. The rebound by Grant. And here's Grant. He'll bring it up for Portland. 9-point game. Pass to Simons. Again, Simons missing.
And offensively, he has been a liability more than he's helped this quarter.
Healed right side. And the wing jumper offline. Trailblazers trail by 9. Here's Grant. Chamberlain with the block. And it's out of bounds as the Portland Trailblazers retain possession. So both teams making some changes here. Here's Sharp. Off the inbound, no good. And San Francisco with possession. They're on a 17-7 run. Here's Thompson. It drops for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot.
Yeah, this story in the second quarter, much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
Outside, Simons. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Connects from 3-point range. Simons has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And Anthony believing in himself that time. Just zero hesitation on that, Jake.
Pass to Thompson for the 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home. Simons finds 8. And here is Simons. 12 points for him. And it's San Francisco with the rebound. Chamberlain got rebound number 15 here tonight. Inside. And Chamberlain with the stuff.
And one of the most prolific scorers you'll find. Wilt keeps finding ways to raise the bar, as evidenced by his output here tonight.
Simons, the pass to Banton. Outside, Simons. From outside, off the mark.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you want him taking that kind of shot.
And it's in off the backboard. Simons has got 14.
Love the combination of skill and athleticism. Anthony Simons exploding offensively here.
Thompson outside. Six to shoot. Here's Chamberlain, and Chamberlain with the stuff.
Sensational instincts from Klay Thompson that time. Amazing job of slicing up the defense with the pass.
Trailblazers trail by 10. Pass to Ayton. Here's Sharp. Ayton a screen on Thompson. Here's Sharp. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Sharp's got his first 2 points.
And not just an athlete. Sharp is very crafty with the ball in his hand.
Out to Thompson. Launches it. Good. Another from three.
He continues to prove he's one of the greatest shooters ever.
And that triple just tied him for 5th place on the career list. Offensive rebound. Chamberlain with the block. Here's Kowick. Hasn't made one yet. Trying to find Thompson. He gets it to him.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for San Francisco.
And guys, I love the movement. Doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
Well, I like that they've also emphasized the three-point line. That's a big difference maker.
And the first one at the line is good. And some changes here for San Francisco. Laravia's checked in, and it's Paul George in for Thompson. Portland also making some changes. Avdia's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Jeremy Grant comes in for Delano Banton. And Scoot Henderson subbed in for Anthony Simons. Outside, Avdia. Drives to the hoop. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Really good work on the interior. Avdia forcing the D to compromise.
And it'll be his 4th time going to the free throw line in the game.
And it's a super first half for him at the free throw line.
And the first one drops. Both free throws good from Avdia. Warriors leading by 10. Outside, George. Pass to Alvarado. And a miss there on the triple.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Henderson kicks to Williams. Avdia with it. Williams sets a screen for Avdia. With some arc. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strengths.
This will make 5 trips now to the free throw line for him tonight. And that one misses. Pass to George. Down low. Here's Chamberlain. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. Chamberlain got 9 points now in the quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
A shot by Sharp. Nobody around. Drills it from outside.
And nice work on the perimeter. Defenses must respect Sharp's range.
George looking around. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Caldwell Pope's got 10 points in the game. Sharp against Caldwell Pope. Now, here's Sharp. He's guarded closely. 6 on the shot clock. Williams, a screen on Caldwell Pope. Here's Sharp. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. In the corner, George with it. .58 seconds left to play here in the half. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
Came into the league when the mid-range was popular. Game shifted to 3, and PG said, I could do that too.
Alvarado passes to Chamberlain. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Outside, Avdia. George against Grant. Outside, Avdia. Portland no good that time either.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Pass to Chamberlain. Out to the right wing. Alvarado gets it to go from beyond the arc. Alvarado's got his second basket of the night.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Yeah, just really pouring it on right now, trying to take away the opposition's motivation to keep competing in this one.
And it's San Francisco out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And Kentavious, you guys were getting a lot of offensive rebounds in the first half. How important was that?
I mean, that is important, man. We got to keep them off the glass. We can't get them second shot. We got offensive rebounds too as well. Get us some second chance at the basket. Just keep working hard.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
Welcome, everybody. Let's jump right in with a look at the players of the week. In the West, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Little love going to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Just another big-time talent hailing from Canada. Has great length for his position. Creates matchup nightmares the way I did, the way Kitty sometimes did. Not really. I just said that to make him look good.
And let's talk now about the game we've been watching. What a terrific first half for San Francisco.
The offense has been well engineered, kind of like diesel engine, but much, much more advanced. More like a jet.
Yeah, that diesel engine going to show you real power when that camera turns off.
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. And it's Henderson with the ball for Portland. Trailing by 17. They've got Jose Alvarado. He's out there with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. George is out there with Chamberlain. And it's LaRavia in at the four-man position. Henderson, no good. San Francisco has gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. And for Portland, the guard pair are Henderson and Sharp. Grant is out there with Denny Avdia. And it's Williams at the center. Here's LaRavia, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. LaRavia's got his team on the board first here in the second half for San Francisco. Henderson outside. He's looking for Williams and finds him. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Oh, look at that rim after that Williams jam. It's still swaying.
Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Pass to George. Back to Alvarado. Now Chamberlain. He's guarded by Williams. And that one's good by Chamberlain. Chamberlain got 25 points.
But here's the problem. No one's got the strength to move Wilt off his spot, and no one has the height to challenge the shot at its point of release.
Williams sets a screen for Henderson. Three-pointer. Chamberlain with the rebound.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
Alvarado with it. He has 5. Pass to Chamberlain. Over Williams. And he overshot that one, missing. Trailblazers trail by 19. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And once known for his defense, Jeremy Grant has become a knockdown three-point shooter. Brent, he's fun to watch.
Yeah, that's really opened up some lanes for him as a player to do more, become more complete. I mean, his slashing game has come along. He's been a better rebounder. And if you foul him, he's going to cash in at the free throw line. Talk to most of the coaching staffs around the league. What is the first thing they think about with Jeremy Grant? And it's that athleticism that comes to mind.
Chamberlain a screen. Pass to LaRavia. And here's Chamberlain. San Francisco passing it around. And it's LaRavia missing. Portland's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Sharp with it. Now guarded by Caldwell Pope. Sharp the pass to Henderson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
High motor type of player. Henderson fighting tooth and nail down low.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
At the line for 2.
Both free throws good from Henderson. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Back to George. Over Grant. And there's George. That's good on the assist by Chamberlain. Chamberlain got 6 assists here tonight. And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Barnes is checked in for San Francisco. All comes in for Jose Alvarado. Trailblazers trail by 17. Pass to Sharp. Grant kicks to Avdia. To the middle. It's tipped. Paul George with the steal. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Ball's got his 6th assist on the night. The Trailblazers have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Here's Henderson. Portland again missing.
The third quarter has not started well, just 1 of 4.
That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. And for Portland, they're shooting 39% from the floor. Not their best. Inside. Kicks it out to Grant. Outside, Avdia. Portland, no good that time either.
Yeah, starting the half here, 1 for 5, and the offense might need an ironing out.
George dishes to Barnes. Caldwell Pope outside. Chamberlain against Williams. Chamberlain's shot is off. And so it's Avdia with it. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. 19-point game. And Williams with the stuff.
An unreal athlete. Williams gets off the floor with such ease to power it down.
Caldwell Pope outside. To the paint. Here's Chamberlain, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, this summer we saw the NBA break up its draft into 2 days. The next idea, a bigger break between the draft and the start of free agency. The common thread is giving front offices more time to strategize around these highly consequential decision periods, the NBA calendar. Kevin?
Interesting, DA. Thank you. And good that time.
That's a spot where if Sharp can remain consistent, he can add another level of scoring to his game.
Pass to Barnes. There's the triple, and there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. Here's a peek now at the 2K leaderboard. This year, these teams have made the most of their offensive rebounds. The Trailblazers third.
You know what? Sometimes their missed shots are their best offense. I mean, they attack the glass relentlessly, and those extra possessions can determine the outcome on a lot of nights.
Williams, a screen on Ball. Here's Henderson. Pass to Williams. And he gets it to go. Williams has got 6 here in this quarter.
Well, maybe he's thinking at this point, man, somebody's got to help me. I can't do this all by myself.
And here's Barnes for 3. The rebound by Grant. Trailblazers trail by 18. Here's Sharp. Chamberlain with the rebound. The Warriors have gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him. Oh!
Paul George dunk contest? Maybe a little over, but I love to see him get up.
And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam King. Pass to Sharp. Now, here's Grant. Williams, a screen on Barnes. Here's Grant. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Grant's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Nice control by Grant through the tough mid-range jumper. That's a shot of confidence.
And it's Ball penetrating, and the shot goes in. And the Warriors lead by 20. Trailblazers have gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime, 5 out of 11. Chamberlain against Williams. Outside, Avdia. Shot clock at 6. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. We know, Brent, there are many roads that lead to the modern NBA. And Shaedon Sharp took his own unique path.
Yeah, Kevin, you could say that again. I mean, he was on the Kentucky campus as a player, but never participated in a collegiate game. And then all of a sudden finding himself at the top end of the NBA draft without ever playing a college game.
And the Warriors making a change here. Adams checked in. Portland also making some changes. Ayton comes in for Grant. And it's Simons in for Scoot Henderson. The shot by George, no good. Trailblazers trail by 19. Avdia on the wing. And again, it's the Trailblazers missing. And there's Paul George on the assist from Ball. George has got 8 points here in this quarter. Outside Williams. Looking for Ayton. He gets it in there. And Ayton throws it down.
Yeah, Ayton out there playing poker with the flush.
Simons against Ball. Barnes screen on Simons. Ball finds Barnes. The 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Avdia's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Beyond the arc. Sinks the 3-pointer. Avdia's got 18 points in the game.
Well, Denny has been pouring it on here offensively. He is feeling himself.
Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. Here's George. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And how about we check the numbers for Paul George?
And you can see the surge in his level of confidence lately just by looking at that true shooting percentage. It's been moving straight up in the past 5 games. I think he's feeling it.
A different look now for Portland. Kamar is checked in, and Delano Banton's subbed in for Shaedon Sharpe. Pass to Kamare. And the Trailblazers, another 3.
Anthony doing a great job of seeing the floor, and a nice dish from Simons there.
Now, here's Ball. 10 points for him. Barnes can't get it to go.
His shooting has been a little bit below par. You think about what this lead would look like if he was on.
Here's Banton. Simons with a screen on Caldwell Pope. Here's Banton. Plays it up and banks it in.
Now, that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Now George. 13 points in the game. Nobody near Barnes. San Francisco again missing.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Avdia, the pass to Ayton. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Ayton's got 4 points in the quarter. It'll be San Francisco with their first timeout of the game here.
And doesn't like how things are going right now.
The timeout before the timeout here, maybe just to cut off the momentum and have a chit-chat with the team to settle down.
Here's George. His scoring totals are something to take note of. He's averaging over 19 points a game.
This quarter belongs to him, and that's how you do it when you're out in front. Don't play it safe. Keep that momentum going.
Here's Simon. Chamberlain with the block. Pass to George. Looking for Chamberlain. He gets it there.
That's the guy they're going to keep going to, as they should. The lead's only going up if they keep feeding him.
1:43 left in the third. Alvarado with the steal. Here's Mobo. Still yet to score. Chamberlain with a screen on Ayton. Alvarado passes to Chamberlain. Avdia with the rebound.
Let's hope for his sake that he does not try that one ever again.
Here's Ayton. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. 6 points for DeAndre Ayton.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Chamberlain down low. Ayton's there. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That one on Ayton.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for San Francisco.
They've been playing some really physical offense, just attacking the paint as much as possible. And I tell you what, they have been very successful with that strategy.
Well, if we add another thing to it, it's about the urgency they've played with. I mean, you look at the eyes of these guys. They're focused, wanting to get up tempo, and that's helped them score on the fast break.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Chamberlain a screen. Down low. Over Ayton. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Chamberlain got 11 in the second half.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
Looking to end his cold spell. And Simons with the lay-in good.
Well, the handles right there from Simon. Great job of just creating enough space for him to do the damage. Alvarado with it. He has 5. Pass to George.
And stolen by Simon. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
For the Trailblazers. And substitution on the court.
And it's San Francisco sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. Right back after this break. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Got healed. Maxi Kleba is out there with Adams. Then it's Jose Alvarado. And it's Mobo in at small forward. Simons from outside. And it's San Francisco with the rebound. Their biggest lead of the game was 21.
Well, he got off to a terrific start from the perimeter, but in the second half, he can't seem to build on that early success.
Baseline jumper. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Ayton's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Banton. Can't hit from in close. Warriors leading by 17. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. And there's the foul. It'll go on Delano Banton. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
On the wing, Hield. Pass to Adams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Hield can't hit. And Simons has got the ball here for Portland. Trailing by 17. Now here's Walker. Kleba defending. Here's Banton. Here's Kamare. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Here's Mobo. They kick out to Hield. Again, Hield missing.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Here's Simons. Kleba with the rebound. San Francisco leading by 17. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. To the inside. They kick out to Hield. Pass to Alvarado. And here is Hield. A second chance effort. Again, Hield missing.
Okay, and he has not made one shot in this one. Has to be on his mind every time he's pulling up.
Banton, the pass to Simons. Knocks it loose. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. He takes it in.
Trailblazers foul. Jabari Walker. First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for 2, Mobo.
And he can't get the first one. Different look here for the Warriors. Chamberlain's checked in for Steven Adams. Barnes comes in for Maxi Kleber. Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for Buddy Hield. And Ball subbed in for Jose Alvarado. Trailblazers trail by 18. Pass to Ayton. To stop the drought. Chamberlain with the rebound.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss, that kind of energy not wasted.
Ball dishes to Chamberlain. And Chamberlain with the stuff.
Lonzo does a great job of keeping his head up, looks for the open man.
Portland's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Manton, the pass to Simons. Stolen by Ball. Pass to Chamberlain. And the layup's good off the glass. Chamberlain got 38 points.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Manton, the pass to Walker. It's tipped. And here we go. Fast break. Barnes has got it. Here's Chamberlain. Outside for Caldwell Pope. San Francisco passing it around. Chamberlain dishes to Barnes. Makes it off the glass.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
The Trailblazers have gone a dismal 0-for-5 to get the fourth quarter underway. Here's Banton. Outside, Simons. 5 to shoot. To halt the run. The putback. Chamberlain with the rebound.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Well, the other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end. They can't find a way to get the embers going.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Some players, Brent, have claimed entertainment is emphasized over competition. What do you think?
Well, I think there's a great balance, and the league does a great job of promoting its stars. But at the end of the day, Kevin, trust me, guys who are out here have a love for the game, a passion for the competition, and that's what we want to see.
Empowering it home. He ends a 12-0 run by the Warriors.
Pass to Barnes. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And here's the schedule for San Francisco, what it looks like. On Thursday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the New Orleans Pelicans. Then on Saturday, they'll be facing Kyrie Irving and the Dallas Mavericks. Grant, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. The Blazers on offense. And here's Henderson. Grant outside. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That'll be his second foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Sharp.
Some shrewd defense there by KCP, using solid footwork to stay on the shooter.
Got a piece of it. Stolen by Avdia. Sharp against Caldwell Pope. Pass to Grant. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And one on Caldwell Pope. Hey, Greg, what about Jeremy Grant? He's had about every role you can imagine on any team he's played on.
And Kevin, he started out as a second-round pick, hoping to just make a team. He's been a bench spark plug, a starter, even a #1 option in Detroit for a couple of years. Grant's done it all.
Paul George is checked in for San Francisco. A trend in the NBA, and one, Brent, that I like, new downtown arenas. They seem to be everywhere.
Well, Kevin, it's because you love to eat so much, and the restaurants are nearby, so walking distance helps. But yeah, it invigorates the city. You have people clamoring to get to the arena, to get out of the offices early, and it really brings the community together. So you love to see that kind of energy and buzz around any NBA stadium.
Ball, the bounce pass. They double-team Chamberlain. Ball, the pass to Chamberlain. Tries again. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Ball's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. Portland's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Pass to Williams. Here's Henderson. Back to Williams. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Lonzo Ball picks one up.
Sometimes you want to foul Williams. He's not great at the free throw line.
That free throw, no good. Good on the second free throw. Now, here's Ball. Pass to Chamberlain. Brent, we know that the NBA can be compared to any league in the world, and it is regarded as the best. But as someone who has won titles like you have, is it world champs, or should we just leave it at NBA champs?
Well, Kevin, it's a really good question, and I don't know what side I lean on. I prefer to talk about being the NBA champs. I mean, out of respect for what the world competitions represent, I think NBA champs is just fine.
Here's Grant. Chamberlain with the block. On pass to George. Stolen by Avdia. And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. And that'll be his third foul so far.
Fourth team foul.
Ball against Henderson. There's the drive. Shoots over Ball.
With him struggling tonight, they need to find some other options out there to keep themselves in the game.
And Chamberlain with the stuff.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Now, Avdia. To the middle. Here's Grant. No good on the shot. Some solid defense from Chamberlain. Outside, Ball. Pass to Thompson. Chamberlain with it. 5 on the clock. And the league trying to get a bit more competition in the All-Star game. Right, you got any ideas there?
Well, cash prizes seem to work well for the in-season tournament. Even a little something might help up the ante just a bit.
And he sinks the second.
Well, the defense has failed to cut off any of these driving lanes, which is why they're resorting to fouling him, and he's hurting them from the charity stripe.
It's Henderson on the wing. Henderson with the screen for Grant. No good from the wing.
And not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots, not the wild one he took there.
Pass to Chamberlain. They double-team Chamberlain. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Grant outside. Inside. Avdia finds Williams. Williams, a screen on Caldwell Pope. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Caldwell Pope.
A willingness to play physical. Avdia not holding back.
Denny Avdia taking 2 shots.
The first one falls. Second free throw, no good. San Francisco has gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Ball, no good. And so Henderson will bring it up for Portland. Outside, Avdia. An idea of voter fatigue, Brent. Do you feel voters get tired of the same guy winning every single season?
Yeah, I think they do, Kevin. And it's a shame because 10 years, 15 years, 20 years down the line, those players, looking back at the statistics from any given season, deserve to be the MVP or all defense. And I hope that maybe that atrophy doesn't take place this year.
They double-team Chamberlain.
Got to be careful whenever Williams is roaming nearby, so skilled at getting to those rejections.
And yes, it's good. Anderson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, any possession that ends in a shot from that range after good player and ball movement, that's a good one.
Here's Chamberlain. San Francisco again missing. Portland's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter.
2 minutes.
Shoots from 12. And the shot is good. Chamberlain got 48.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Outside ball. Pass to Chamberlain. Yet another bucket.
Another 50-point game from him, and he is now third in the record books for most 50-point games in a season.
You know, G.A., you can't deny the greatness we've seen from him all year long. He has performed at the highest level, game in and game out.
His play this season has moved him past Kobe. Yes, Kobe being Bryant for most 50-point games in a season. I can still remember that incredible 2007 year for Kobe, and that has been bested. And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Warriors.
When you consider the difference in their field goal percentages, the team has to be happy that this wasn't a bigger loss. This team was on fire.
Yeah, Kevin, it's always frustrating when you can't throw a rock on the ground and the other guys just can't seem to miss.
And so this is going to end up as victory number 24 on the year.
And in a 3-game season series, they take the first 2, and certainly they've had the edge in this matchup.
Here's Grant. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Hard to guard when he's that close. Grant really good at drawing the defense in to foul him.
The free throw drops for Grant. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
Yeah, he cuts the deficit a little bit, but not as much as he could have. One miss can make a big difference.
Chamberlain down low. He's covered by 8. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up. So we'll see Wilt Chamberlain go to the line here. That one on 8. Free throw good from Chamberlain. 26 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Anderson looking it over. There's 14 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Clock at 6. Puts up a deep 3. The shot, no good.
And he missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-up. So maybe just a step too far.
So we see the Warriors get the win here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Paul, obviously your team is built on defense. It seems like that's a big part of this team's identity.
I mean, we take pride in our defense. I mean, at the end of the day, that's what we hang our hats on is, locking down when it counts. And we stayed together and pulled this one out.
Great team effort tonight, Paul. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. Now it's time for our Player of the Game.